So I'm doing it from the traditional path, not from pathways. It was the third day of an 8-week program, and there, just like that, from a minaret of a nearby mosque, a muezzin called us all for prayers. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. In case you're wondering, what exactly is a muezzin's prayer got to do with a high-performance leadership project? Let me take you back to a sweltering summer in the year 2010 when it all began in an American consulate right here in Kolkata. Technically, as I stepped in, I was in America, the land of dreams, the land of opportunities. And for me, this was a perfect opportunity to be a leader. We are, ladies and gentlemen, going to be trained as to how to perform a speechcraft or a high-performance leadership. And our trainer had flown down all the way from New Delhi. Her name was Reet Arora, and to others what seems like a handkerchief, for her was a silk scarf, which she tirelessly tied around her neck, because for her style and substance mattered. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, she spoke in a way that could have confused even Shushmita Sen. And she told us how to be grace personified. She taught us how to teach others how to evaluate. The examples she took were just from India. Distinguished Toastmaster, our then District Director Punita Singh, who is a doctorate. So we were taught how to teach people how to evaluate. She took examples of district champions of table topic. She took examples of world leaders who had won the World Championship of Public Speaking. And as I stood there in that class, I was mesmerized, I was amazed. Till I realized the students I have to teach. Were they from Doon School? No. Were they from Don Bosco? No. In fact, they did not belong to a single school. They belong to a marginalized section of society, handpicked because of their quality or prowess. They, ladies and gentlemen, were to be our students. A bunch of people staying in a place where education was a luxury and food a necessity. I wore my suit, my tie, my bow tie, I did not wear thankfully, and I walked over to the class, waiting to feed the hungry mind's knowledge. Who cared? What I thought was English to them seemed Greek, a little Latin even, maybe Roman. Friends, Roman countrymen is what I wanted to say. There were no Romans, and I knew I would never end up with friends. I was confused. What am I going to teach when suddenly, in the middle of the class, the muezzin called for prayers, and they all stopped momentarily. Having been told sex, politics and religion were a taboo, I could only think about the actress taboo, because everything else seemed to no longer be a taboo. I was so confused, I was so conflicted. How will I tell them about how they can communicate in the Queen's language when they do not know who the Queen is? And thereby began a sordid tale of leadership. This was going to be my high performance leadership, and the only way I could go forward was to put myself in their shoes. Out went the coat. Slowly, I decided that I was going to change my leadership style. I've always believed a leader is one who knows the way, who goes the way, and who shows the way. This time, the only way out of the situation was a way into their hearts. So I exchanged my shirt and my suit for a kurta, and I decided to do things their way. Instead of telling them to speak about proverbs and idioms that they did not understand, I asked them to speak about their favorite actor. Any guesses? Salman Khan. This was the year 2010 when Slumdog Millionaire had won Oscars all over the world. And they had actually won the BAFTAs, they had won the Oscars. Out of the 10 nominations they had won 8. And it is this exact movie that had inspired someone in US to tie up with Toastmasters International and come up with this. I did not tell them that. I instead told them about the latest film that's going to come. Remember, the year being 2010, the film was Hur Hur Dabang 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 Dabang. You know what we bought for them was local things. And as DTM Naveen Mishra came to take a special class, I knew this would be a make or break moment. And I told him what I believed. Don't talk to them about the Anil Kapoors and the Danny Boyles. Talk to them about the Salman Khans. And as Naveen came and took their examples and localized each and every learning somewhere, we heaved a sigh of collective relief. The day, as the Muezzin finished his prayers, I took quotations that I knew they would understand. I took the example of Prophet Muhammad and I reminded them that in the words of the Prophet, it is the blood of the scholar that is more precious than the blood of the martyr. And I reminded them that in the words of Prophet Muhammad, if you can only believe for your brothers, only then can you get what you truly deserve. I did not speak in Urdu, I did not speak in Hindi, I did speak in English, and where required, I broke the rules and I translated. That was the only way we could have come together. They who spoke in Hindi, I who spoke in English, we who spoke in Hindi and English. As the days passed on to weeks and as we gorged on the lovely biryani, I love that part, slowly that final day came, the day they were supposed to showcase their skills to the rest of the world. And I tell you, I was not appalled, I was amazed. They were unbelievably good. As they stood on the podium and as we judged them, we realized we had truly brought about a change. I was a part of City of Joy Toastmasters Club and there were others from City of Joy who were helping us then, but I waited for the right time to tell this project, this story with you. Some of them are still in touch with me. One of them is a footballer, one of them is an engineer, another successfully runs her own beauty parlor. You may not associate these with leaderships, but I realize that they have found the way and they will now show the way. What do you say, Miss Madam Toastmaster of the Day?